Sheep fans, the videos have been getting slow because we're in shearing season, but we're picking it back up. We've got a good one for you here from the Royal Three County Show in England, and if you hold on to the end of this video, we've got a little announcement. It's very quick and sudden. We expected to have it announced before now. Wonder if you can guess what it is. Enjoy the video, folks. Good morning, sheep fans. Cammy's the name, sheep's the game, and believe it or not, we are down south. We're at the Three County Show down at Malvern, I believe is how you pronounce it, down in Englandshire, or maybe it's just England. I always get a wee bit nervy when I get across the border here. Lizzy's in her element though, back in home territory. There's loads of good stands on the go. I might have to buy a jacket because it was 33 degrees here yesterday, and they were spraying water onto the roof of the livestock tents. It was so warm, and today it's 14 degrees and wet, and that's what happens when you invite Scottish people down to a show in England. We bring the weather with us. So yeah, pretty miserable weather. Not going to dampen our spirits though, because we're here to shear sheep. Loads of sheep on the go behind us here. We've got any other breed over here, I think, with the rouge and the blue texels. Lots of stalls. We'll see some as we go about. We're going to get Lizzy shearing first though. That's where we're going just now. I'm heading to the shearing tent. Yeah. Where it's nice and dry. Oh wait, no, I can't head yet. There's pigs being shown here. This is something you don't see very often. Here we go, look. There you go, something you don't see very often. Certainly not up in Scotland. It's not a big thing to see pigs at a show. We've got the rouge over here. I could flood you guys with information on all the different things that are going on. The pig and sheep tents over here. We're going to have a look at that a little bit later, just to beef out this vlog. Not that you want it beefed out, you guys would probably prefer it if I stopped talking right now. I just went to the shearing, so, oh, I've seen a sign saying sheep. It always gets me a little bit excited, that. That's how sad I am. But no, I can't go in there just now. We need to go and help Lizzy with her shearing. Let's jump to there, stop talking, Cammy. Okay, so we're up on the stage. Lizzy's just getting the handpieces oiled up here. I better stop talking and get a look at these sheep. Let me just sit you guys here to have a look. Make sure they're all okay. They're all much the same. Quite an even pen. Quite woolly chops. They're Highlanders, these sheep, so they're a crossbred. They're Romney Clin cross type things, I believe, from Innovis. Woolly chops and a woolly head, like you see here on this one. I think we'll probably start with the wee one. Start with this wee one. Let's just tip it over. Have a look at it. This is the wee one.
Oh, they're not thin.
Nah, they're all quite even. They'll all be good combing, I think, but they're chops. You need to get right up to the chops.
Oh yeah, get around.
Right up to the chops. Yeah, oh definitely blow the head. This here. Start high. I think start with this one. Get you settled in.
Shearers following the rules. Timekeepers ready. Judges ready. Shearers go. Away we go in 3 of the intermediate competition.
So that's it started, folks. These sheep will really suit Lizzy because they're not too big and because they'll need a good hand to make a tidy job of them, which Lizzy has. Looking down the board here, you can see there's 6 shearers on the go here. I believe there's 4 heats in total. Getting over that top knot is a thing a lot of shearers will probably miss at this level, but the judges will be looking out the back for it. Another thing, as I said at the start there, cleaning up the chops, and by the chops I mean they've got wool right round their cheeks, these sheep, so you need to make a job of that. She's making a fantastic job here, absolutely tremendous. Some shearer. You'll notice the judge has changed here, so I'm not sure what the time is, every minute or so the judge will change over and you'll get a new judge in, and that keeps it fair. That means, you know, if this judge is a little bit harsher than that judge, then it's fair across the board because they rotate around. He'll now walk down to the end here and start judging the chap down the bottom, and they'll all shimmy up. Lizzy making an incredible job. I mean, look at that. This is the hardest bit. coming round the shoulder, for me certainly it's the hardest, where you're likely to get a couple of second cuts. Good shearing, Lizzy. Just remember you're a fair distance from the porthole again, so just make sure you get its head down the porthole. Doing great, that was a filter. Great work. Well done. Well done. What do you think?
Oh, I just got a bit of skin.
Yeah, just under that arm. It's fine, so as you said, that little bit of skin there, but the judges are hard on cuts, of course, as they should be, because, you know, we shouldn't be cutting sheep, but it does happen. They get treated out the back with some antibiotic spray, some numbing spray, so that they won't feel it won't burn the same for them. And of course it'll heal up. So the shear's done, woolly sheep. Like, there's a lot of work in them, especially for intermediate, junior level. But Lizzy's sure loads of sheep like that, so it's now a waiting game. You know, Lizzy will see this later, she'll not hear me speaking just now, but usually after she's shown, I know straight away if she's into the semis. There, just those wee nicks and how hard the judges are on nicks just now. Quite rightly, I say a nick, that means a cut. Quite rightly, I'm not sure if she'll have done enough there to make the semi. I hope she has, but we'll soon find out. Okay, so we're waiting for the results. It's lashing it down like an absolutely shocking day for England. I thought England was always sunny. I mean, guys, what's happening here? Anyway, unbelievable breeds down here. Ones that you just wouldn't see. You might see them at a Highland show, you just wouldn't see them in a general show. But this is no general show, this is a royal show, the Royal Three Counties. Here we go. You've got your Moorgate Leicester long wool. And you can see, well, these have been shown, of course, but they've kept one here unshown. You can see the beautiful long staples on these here. Now, these will have had a significant impact in a lot of other breeds as well, I would think, over the years. Back in the old days when we were all about the wool and we were growing them as long and as, I suppose, as fine a staple as we could, this sheep would have a real impact. And you can actually see the crimp on that wool there, very similar to a Blueface Leicester, to a Scotch Mule, which obviously has the Blueface Leicester in it. And they're all in that same kind of family. There's some big sheep as well. I don't know if you guys can really get on them. You can see that's the height of the gate. And the sheep's up standing just near the height of the gate there. I feed them in hospitals. They're so big. If I come along here, just another interesting breed for you guys is these Cotswolds. Very similar. Massive big sheep. Look at the size of him. Huge big sheep. And what a shed here, I should have said as well. This is a sheep shed. There's sheep and pigs next door, but this is a sheep shed. So I suppose it's just one of the sheep sheds here at the Three Counties show. How you doing? And there's everything. You've got your Valley Blacknose here. We've seen a lot of them. What other rare breeds can I find for you? Rising Stars here, or the Kerry Hills. Lots of Kerry Hills coming through now. We are seeing a lot of them, and do you know what? I'm a fan. I said, do you know what? I said, do you know what? I'm a fan, because nice, narrow of the shoulder, easy lambed, but still good solid bodies on them, if you see here. Tight skins. They're similar to me, they're very similar to the Beulah. I mean, they are a hill sheep. They're similar to the Beulah in the fact that they're absolutely stone mad when you try and shear them. But they're quite hardy as well. A very interesting looking sheep and getting more and more popular all the time. A Castle Milk Murret. I don't think we'll ever have had them on the sheep game before. So this is another first. I always get them confused with the soy, but they're not to be confused with the soy Cammy. They're a totally different breed. They're like little goats. Beautiful sheep, but just very, very different, of course, in the way they look. Obviously, again, they will be a rare breed. Probably not an endangered breed. I wouldn't say any breeds are really that endangered because it's quite easy to breed sheep, but definitely a rare breed because they don't want to upset anyone here. They don't really have a carcass. They're very small, but that's not running them down. They're a very beautiful sheep, and you know, what's the problem? Like the Valley Blacknose, like let's use the Valley Blacknose as an example. It's just kept for its looks. Like it's got no real commercial value. you know, it's not got unbelievable wool. It's just for its looks, and that's the same with the Castle Milk Moor. Exact same scenario. And with some other breeds here. Really, I suppose, well, that's not for Leicester long wool's definitely, but the carcass is a beast of a sheep. But the other thing is they're hardy, so if you're on a hardy bit, you can keep them. Have you found us something else, Lizzie? Lizzie's found us another rare breed. She's testing my knowledge here. Don't look at the names, right? Let's see, these are not something that I know.
What country, what part of the UK?
What part of the UK? Are they from Devon? Tell me what they are.
Clanwinogs.
So I guess they're from Northern Ireland.
Welsh.
Yeah, there you go, Clanwinogs or something like that. Or maybe, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll get Gareth Wyn Jones to pronounce it and I'll insert him here.
Good morning, Cammy. We are bailing flat out. The sun's shining, we're getting everything done before the Royal Welsh show. So we're living the dream. And the breed of the sheep is Llanwernog. That's Llanwernog. You got it? Living the dream.
Thanks for that, Gareth. That's the way you properly say it. Eh? They're a Manx Longton. Good, so that's a little tour around the sheep barn. Obviously, we love the sheep barns here. Absolutely. I really do feel for the organisers when the weather turns like this, but the way things have been this year, I don't really think it's going to put people off coming because we're just desperate to be at a show. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go and find the Outback Outfitters stand and have a wee look around that and get some food. So it's always nice when you're at shows and things like this to speak to people and just see how they're enjoying the day and how things are going. How are you finding the day, sir?
Bowler's late, that's what I'm doing.
Some man. Are you in the semis here?
Yeah, I'm in a bit.
Well, that's it. He's recharged and ready to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. And speaking of semis, Lizzie made the semi-final.
Yes, I did.
Here's the results on the screen, so you know where she is. And yeah,
It's potential.
potential. Yeah. No, I feel that she could. I think she will make a final. To be honest with you, because I think she'll relax into it now. She's always shears worse the first year, and then gets better because she's too tense. And that's probably a lack of sheep as well. Just makes you more nervous. And this is a big stage, as you can see here. So there's
Junior semi-finalists
a lot of folk about. So yeah, junior semis, and then Lizzie will be on.
And David Brackfield, stand number 6. So another cracking lineup of intermediate shearers. Yes, you can.
Okay, so here we go, Lizzie Thompson. The sheep trying to come back up the chute. We've got a quick look at these hogs while Lizzie's oiling her handpiece. Put my hands on the backs, making sure there's nothing lean, nothing too cotty. That one's a little bit cottier. That's a lovely sheep there. Nice skin there. Let's give her this one to start, probably. Want a nice sheep to start and a nice sheep to finish. Nice tight skin.
Hold it there.
Yeah, and there's a right. This is the best.
Welsh.
That's like a really good sheep. That's the best sheep, I think. So start with this one. It's a nice sheep to start with.
Do you want to put a head there and I'll turn it?
Is that what you want to do? Okay, so we're just waiting now for the judges and everyone to be ready so we can get started. You'll hear the commentator saying, timekeeper's ready, judges ready, shearers go. And that's when Lizzie will come in the pen. And we're off folks. Here we go. So I'm just trying to get things out of view here, but I'm just trying to get the next sheep ready. It's very cotty. Cotty one this time. Lizzie, just take your time. Get high in that brisket, clean the brisket. High in the brisket. Cotty in the belly, just watching the bull pull, that's it. Great first sheep, pull that skin.
through Valiant.
Bring your cob.
Out goes Lizzy Thompson. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes the intermediate semi-final.
How do you feel about that?
Stephen Reed dropped his
Oh, not too bad.
I thought you did very well. I thought you did very well. Pretty much the same as before. Like sometimes, like you just know if you've made. Well, you're not always. A final's a hard one to know you've made, but you know when you've shown really well, and it's like it was a good shear. Probably not an amazing shear, but her pace was far better. She was much faster. So it's now just a waiting game.
There will be 6 sheep in the pen, and you'll have 5 to shear, so you can chuck one out.
Well, she's done it, sheep fans. She's made the final down here at the Royal Three County Show. She has some lass for sure. Got to give a shout out here to Alison, who's looking after Jock while Lizzy and I do the shearing. Richard's going to feature here as well.
I'll help out.
That's the nursery and the scorekeeping. yeah, granddad, and again. So yes, we're just getting the stage ready. The names are going up on the board here. It's getting late in the day. The crowd's starting to wane slightly. It's been a long day. Here's all the lads helping out the back. Good work today, lads. Good work today. Good crew of helpers that make the whole thing possible. Here we go.
First stand number 2, Mr. Email himself, Dowie Jones.
The stand 3, Stanley Hibbert.
First stand number 4, Chuck Sumnall.
So go, Lizzy's down
Jack
here.
Hutchinson.
And stand number 6, all the way from up there in Scotland, but she's originally from down south, Lizzy Thompson. Timekeepers ready, judges ready, shearers go. So away we go then. The intermediate final of the Royal Christian Show. Which down on the last side, and outside high section is Lizzy Thompson. The six up on the nose, and up the flick around the tail. And with outside Lizzy Thompson, give him one big hand, ladies and gentlemen. That's our intermediate finalist.
How do you feel about that one?
Feel?
I thought you showed quite well.
I think so.
You've been negative every time. Do you think you'll get a prize?
Well, you have to, eh?
Well, sheep fans, I abbreviated, simplified, edited down some of the footage just to show you what was happening. And Lizzy got 6th place there. I kind of missed the announcement, but she was 6th place. Well done to all the competitors. Fantastic day shearing. Well done to Lizzy. Like, fantastic day shearing. In fact, by the time we post this, we will have announced on Facebook or whatever that she's 14 weeks pregnant today, roughly. And she's still making intermediate finals. Doing all right. It was a big field today. As you saw, she's done really well, really proud. Going to feed this boy now. As you can see, it's still miserable and wet. Not many cars left in the car park. Long day at shearing, but we'll see you for the next one. Thanks, sheep fans.